Well, hi there, it's Brooke, and we are starting another round of What's for Dinner. Today is the 4th of July, so you'll be seeing this a while after the 4th, but that's hence the cute little outfit. And I'm gonna make some sheet pan nachos from the Magnolia Table Cookbook. That's what all 3 recipes will be from this time, volume 1. So we're gonna have some sheet pan nachos for lunch, and then I'm gonna make maybe some chicken Alfredo for supper, and then also I have a French toast bake I'm gonna be making out of the cookbook this time. So those are the 3 recipes we're gonna be doing, so let's get to cooking. As I said, the first recipe we're working on is sheet pan nachos, and this is in the appetizer section, but I thought it would make just a good little lunch. And so we have ground beef, and then it has some seasonings for your ground beef. We got tortilla chips, and then I just bought bags of cheese and black beans. I did not do avocados, but I did buy a little pack of guacamole from Walmart. We really like that. I bought a can of pre-sliced olives, and then I need to cut up the green onions and the cilantro, and I'm making the fresh tomato salsa right now, so I will show you that, and then a lime. And then here is the fresh tomato salsa recipe. It asks for a food processor, but I'm just putting everything in my blender. I'm just doing 1 jalapeno, so we're gonna put that in the blender and get that all ready and just kind of sitting, and then I'll work on the rest of the sheet pan nachos. So I have the tomatoes and the onion in there right now. I need to finish cutting up the jalapeno or get it de-seeded, and then the cilantro, and just I'm gonna throw in the garlic, and hopefully it'll mince it while it's mixing. So I have pulsed it. I have some lime juice I'm going to pour in here, and then I need 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to give it 1 more pulse to mix in the salt and the lime juice. And I'm going to pour it into a container, give it a taste, and see if I want more salt or lime juice or whatever. You know what I mean. So I bought the restaurant style white corn tortilla chips, just a great value, and they're 13 ounces, and the recipe calls for 10 ounces, so I just left a little in the bag. I don't know, I just filled up the cookie sheet. I decided to use parchment paper instead of tin foil. I just thought this would be better. My meat is browning, and I need to drain that and then put in the spices. Nick ran to the store to get me paprika because for some reason I didn't have any. I don't know if I threw it away in my clean out or what. So I'm gonna get this drained, and then we will get to piling on the sheet nachos. So here is the sheet pan nachos, all of the oven. And then you're supposed to put all the toppings on it and just serve it. But I'm going to try to scoop a chunk onto my plate and put my own toppings on it. I think that'll just work better for us. So let's see how that goes. We just finished the sheet pan nachos and they were delicious. That salsa was really good. I maybe had a little too much cilantro in it, but that's just my fault because I just dumped what I had in there instead of like measuring out the 1/4 of a cup. But it's still really good. The husband is asking for more already and we just finished and he ate like half a sheet pan, so he's a pig, I guess.
It was just really good.
It's really good. And so that is the keeper. Definitely make that again. And I also wanted to say that we have been drinking this mango Pepsi, and if you haven't tried that, you definitely should. It's delicious. If you like mangoes and Pepsi, you're definitely gonna like it. We love to put it in a cup with ice and a straw, kind of like a fountain drink, and it's just super delicious and hit the spot with the nachos.
A good, fun summer drink.
See you in the next one. No, we won't. See you in the next one. I'm not signing off. See you in the next recipe. Today's recipe is Mrs. Gale's chicken and fettuccine alfredo. So I have just the skinless chicken tenders. I have panko and regular breadcrumbs. I'm going to use the panko and see how far we get. You're supposed to fry them in the frying pan, but I am just going to do them in the air fryer just because I don't want to deal with oil and grease and all that. And then the fettuccine, I only have a 1/2 pound of fettuccine, so I'm just going to cut this recipe in half. And I did not get lemons, or I have dried parsley, but we'll probably skip that. So that is what we're going to do today, is make some chicken and alfredo. And I'm going to get my noodles boiling and then I'm going to start on the chicken. I should have cut this in half. I'm all gross. And I have a lot left. Turn on my air fryer, put it down to 360, and then I'm going to set this timer for 3 minutes to preheat it, and then I'm going to put my chicken in there for 4 minutes, flip, check, so I know how long I need to do it more. And now we're going to get started on the the Alfredo sauce. So I just got out my big skillet. We're going to melt some butter and everything like that. So it has been going for 6 minutes and it's supposed to be bubbling and slightly thickened, which it's not much. So I don't want to stick my cheese in too early here, but it is bubbling. I do see bubbles, but I also don't want to eat in 10 hours either. Everything is all done, so I am going to plate up my food here so the chicken is nice and crispy and hopefully not dried out. My fettuccine, I don't know. Maybe I should have just stuck with the jar. We'll see how it tastes once everybody eats. Put some on there. And there's more this if they want to add that. I'll add a few parsley flakes for color. And then I also made it one of those Caesar salad bag mixes from Walmart. So I'll put some of that on the side. You can't have fettuccine and chicken without a side salad, right? So there's my meal, and I will let you know how it is. Well, we are all done with chicken and Alfredo, and I left the chicken in the air fryer just to keep it warm, and it dried it out. I've done that before. I don't know why I keep doing it. But so the chicken was dry, which is my fault, but the breading was just kind of got really kind of crispy and weird, I think, in the air fryer or something. So it would have probably been better fried, but I didn't want to mess with that. So I probably wouldn't make that chicken again, that like panko cheesy bread crust, but Oliver liked the noodles and Nick liked the noodles, so that wasn't too bad. I mean, it had a good flavor and everything. It was just kind of futzy, you know, compared to like opening in a jar and warming it up and mixing it with the noodles. I mean, it did obviously have a better taste than that because it's butter and cheese and all that stuff. So, I mean, it just depends on how like futzy you want to get, which I usually don't. So, I mean, it was a good meal, and if you really like chicken and Parmesan chicken and Alfredo and stuff like that, I mean, I say go for it. But for us, it's probably just a little futzy for us, or for me, and so it probably won't happen again. I'll probably go towards other recipes and everything, but I got one recipe left that I'm excited about, so stay tuned for that. So this is the overnight French toast, and we are having it for breakfast. I was gonna have it for supper, but we decided to have it for breakfast. I decided to cube my bread because it wasn't laying nice in there, as you saw. And then this is just all the topping. I'll show you the recipe here. That it still has about a minute to sit out after being in the fridge. So here is what it looks like. And you can tell hers are pieces, but mine are cubed. And I did put everything in it, the peanuts. I do have a little powdered sugar for the top. I don't have pure maple syrup. I just have Mrs. Buttersworth's. But there's all the ingredients. And then right now I am waiting to place the dish in the oven and bake uncovered until brown, so 35 to 40 minutes. And then you cool, dust with powdered sugar, and eat. I did not grease it. I just sprayed it with vegetable oil cooking spray stuff, so hopefully that doesn't make a difference. I did move my rack to the like 3rd position. And there's my timer. Here is the French toast right out of the oven. I'm gonna let it cool slightly and then we'll dish up. I'm all dished up. It's a little soft, but it looks set up in the bottom. And then I have some blueberries and kiwi I cut up. I'll let you know how it tastes. We have, of course, finished the French toast bake. We have tons of it left. It was just me and Nick this morning for breakfast, and I really enjoyed it. Nick did not like it. He thought the bottom was like soggy and weird and it gets eggy, and he did not like that part, but he ate the top part. So I have a lot of leftovers to eat, so I probably won't make a French toast bake again. I've tried 2 now, and they've both, I liked them, but they kind of turned their nose up at them. So the father-in-law will probably be getting some food because he'll eat about anything. But it had a good flavor and everything, so if your family likes those, yeah, I recommend it. If your family's picky about your casseroles, then maybe not so much. Anyways, so that is the last of the recipes. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that you got some more inspiration and kind of sampled what the Magnolia Table Volume 1 has to offer. If you're interested in getting it, I know it's been down to like $17 brand new, and I'm sure you could get it used for even less than that. So hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.